Hi everyone, I'm Subhashni and I'm here to talk about something very, very important, something which all of you must be wondering how to go about in your organization. Of course, some of you would have already created a policy for AI usage of your employees. But I am seeing that a lot of people are in the process of creating this. And I'm here to talk on this, on what are some of the salient points as per me, which you should consider when you are creating a policy for AI usage by employees. It is the need of the hour. I do hope you like the content I create, and I would request you to subscribe to our channel and do connect with me over LinkedIn too. It's always a pleasure to meet you over social forums. Now, what exactly is an AI system? And when you are talking about systems in your organization, are all of them really AI or are some of them digital? When you look at it, not all tech systems can be called AI. AI is defined as a machine based system which should be able to operate with autonomy and um, which may exhibit adaptiveness after deployment. Okay. It should be able to even infer from the inputs it receives. And I'm sure if you have used ChatGPT or Copilot, you would be understanding exactly how an AI system feels, right? In fact, you can see that even within Amazon and Flipkart now, I was noticing when you go and look up the customer ratings, they give you a summary of the feedback that the customer has given. And that's a great boon because it's a bit difficult for us to understand each of the inputs and comments given, right? So those are learning systems, AI systems, which upgrade themselves and give you a perspective of how easy it is to interact with technology. So, the key features which distinguish an AI system from only digital technology include the fact that AI systems will learn over periods of time from new data. They will actually create content and make some predictions, recommendations, or decisions, and they work independently without needing human help all the time. So, yes, they do need maintenance, they do need upgrade, but not all the time. All the time, they don't need to be tinkered with. So, what are the six, pillars of a policy to govern AI? I've put down these pillars as per my knowledge and whatever I have researched. And we can, of course, add into it. But I think at least these six we should cover whenever we're drafting a policy. The first one is accountability. Second is transparency. Third is fairness and no bias. Fourthly, we should look out for risk management and self monitoring of the AI system. Fifth, it should be safeguarding of our information, data privacy, and IP. And sixth, we should consider the environmental impact of putting this AI system up. So let's see each one of these in greater detail. When we look at accountability, what exactly are we talking about? You may ask. So, accountability means ensuring internal accountability and clear responsibilities for the development, use, and deployment of AI systems. Therefore, points to remember here include that everyone should follow applicable processes, including IT processes. And I'll tell you a very simple example for this. Most of the systems will come and prompt you that after 24 hours you must reboot, right? Now that is something a lot of us just ignore, but please do it because our devices are at risk as we interact more and more with AI. Use only company approved AI tools for their approved use cases. So though companies will give you the tools, I know that you can get other tools off the internet, and the idea is don't use them. At least not on your computer on your company data, and not on the company laptop. Keep records of the AI systems which are used by your business or function and comply with all legal requirements in the design and operation of AI systems. I think this is pretty simple because, see, finally, with great freedom comes great responsibility, and accountability is one of the fallouts of responsibility. The next point to understand is transparency. Now, when we look at transparency, we are trying to make sure that our AI systems are easy to trace and understand. And it should be informing the users that they are interacting with an AI system. Okay. We should also be able to, the policy should be able to clearly explain what the AI can do and cannot do in this organization and inform the people using AI about their rights. Okay. See, being open about how AI works is important to gain the trust, ensure fairness, and follow some rules of the organization. And I'll give you an example over here. An airline company implemented an AI-based customer service system to streamline their customer care process and answer customer calls with AI deepfake technology. You must have seen the whole controversy around Amitabh Bachchan's voice getting cloned by deepfake. So what happens is that in these cases, the AI can present a very human-like avatar. The customers were not informed that the agent was an AI system, and they believed they were actually interacting with a human agent, right? Now, this was a huge violation of the transparency policy. We should have made that company should have made it clear that the AI systems are what is driving that chatbot, and they should make it very easy for the customer to trace and understand that they are interacting with an AI system, and informing the customer about their rights, like some of the factors which the AI might suggest should not be taken, and if they are in any doubt, they should reach out to a representative and talk in person, right? So these would be things that the company should have made clear to the customers interacting with the chatbot. The third item that we'd like to cover is fairness and no bias, right? We want all systems and all processes in the organization to be fair and not biased against any set of people. So when we look at it, what that means is that the AI system should operate without causing harm or bias, promoting equality and non-discrimination in the system. All systems must be designed for fairness, and sometimes I'll tell you, there inadvertently there is some unfairness in the system. Like a global technology company developed an AI software to help with the recruitment. Okay. But since most of the resumes which were used for training of the system were from men, the system assigned lower ratings to female candidates, which the HR people are not tech people, they didn't understand. Okay. So this was a point where the fairness principle was violated, and the developers of AI systems have to um, go that extra mile to ensure that the system is not biased. Risk management and self monitoring. AI systems mean that the system can engage with an employee or a customer 24 by 7. Risk management means establishing a risk management system and performing risk assessments to understand and control these AI systems. The systems have to be accurate, appropriate, right? Reliable, non biased. So AI systems need to be continuously monitored, reviewed, and tested, and a certain amount of manual human intervention would be required to manage the risk. Like for an example, an AI-powered meal planner app was created by a supermarket, and it started giving interesting results for new informations. So it started distributing some disturbing recipes like glue sandwiches, rice with bleach, potato bug spray, etc. Because people interacting, see, the AI system is learning from the interaction. So if people have come and said, oh, this was a recipe I really liked, the system actually believes it. It is not able to understand the duplicity of humans, right? So we must understand that systems which interact with humans need to be monitored and understood what are the type of data they are ingesting. Now, The fifth item here is safeguarding information, data privacy, and IP. And this becomes extremely critical for most organizations. Safeguarding intellectual property means observing any copyrights, industrial property rights while deploying and developing these AI systems. And we can only use authorized content, tools, and processes. Also, we must protect our content. So if we are creating content, that should not go out in the market, right? So a technology manufacturer found its engineers uploaded confidential elements of code into a chatbot. That was a risk, right? Because that chatbot data was being fed to the base model for improvement. So, these types of authorized contents, usages, processes have to be laid down very clearly. You have to ensure that the employees follow supplier license rules and they protect their own content. Okay, all of these become extremely important. When we look at data privacy, we have to ensure that only that amount of data which is approved for sharing is shared with the AI itself, right, for further development. And there is one very interesting process that we'll talk about just after this slide, which is the privacy impact assessment. This process is followed and should be followed periodically if the AI systems access personal data, be it of customers, employees, and the like. So what we are saying is data privacy means compliance with privacy and data protection rules when you are developing and deploying AI systems. And personal data shall be used only when necessary, and the amount of data would be minimized to any extent possible. Okay, so we will check out the privacy impact assessment just after we finish this slide. The sixth item that I want to talk to you about is the environmental impact. This is again a very important part of understanding because see environment, what is the negative impact of AI on environment? It is actually increased energy use and carbon emissions, right? So AI is a beacon of efficiency, right? But we must pause to reflect on the actual advancement cost. And if sometimes you feel that there is no need for AI in certain processes, there is no need for us to implement it, just because it's a fad, right? So these should be looked at as we decide on how to go about the AI part. As I was mentioning to you, one thing I wanted to talk about was conducting these privacy impact assessments. And what we have to do here is it starts with identifying data and assessing the risks related to the data because there's some data which is not very risky. You can also create what is called synthetic data, which is similar to the real data but not the same. Then there should be a development of a mitigation plan, just like I mentioned, the synthetic data. Consulting with stakeholders if they are okay and comfortable with these types of interventions. And then an ongoing monitoring to ensure that all these processes are working fine. And if new capabilities in AI are added, there is no negative impact, right, on the privacy part. Now, how exactly can you, sort of ensure that employees are following the policy? And there is just one solution, which is training, 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 training. So we have to train the employees to have the necessary AI skills and knowledge so that they can understand the opportunities and the risks of AI systems, understand the usage of AI systems, and interpret correctly the outputs of the AI systems. I hope you enjoyed this session, and I look forward to sharing a new video with you very, very soon.